Welcome to today's Explainer. Let's just dive right into this, because today we're exploring one of the most delightfully dramatic and honestly decidedly anti-grind systems inside the Immortal Realm MMO. We're talking about the King Whiskers Cat Collection. Look, if you've ever needed a breather from intense bounty hunting or, high-stakes PvP, you're going to find this absolutely fascinating. It's totally designed for players who appreciate patient, travel-driven content and a game that has a wonderful sense of humor about itself.
And to really get that sense of humor, you've got to listen to King Whiskers himself. He sets the tone perfectly when he declares, "My subjects are everywhere." Right? He's this highly theatrical NPC who just grounds this entire lighthearted journey. He doesn't just ask you to find cats. Oh no, he literally demands you locate his scattered royal subjects.
So let's move into part one. Meet King Whiskers, the dramatic feline royalty. Time to get to know the monarch himself.
What's really cool here is the whole discoverability layer. King Whiskers? He isn't just standing around in one spot waiting for you to walk up to him, no way. He is a super self-important wandering NPC. He literally rotates between cities on his very own schedule, so just catching him in the right town at the right time, that's part of the adventure. You might stumble upon his town variant, or maybe even his special temple variant at specific waypoints. Finding him is your absolute first step into a world that's, well, incredibly silly, but also entirely sincere in its design. Okay, moving to part two, the mechanics of petting, or building the court tally. So, how exactly does one serve this feline king? Let's break down the rules of engagement. This perfectly illustrates the sheer scope of what you're doing. Across the facets of Trammel and Felucca, there are exactly 67 unique cats hard-coded into the game. That includes a canonical 60 base cats, plus 5 rare ones, and then 2 highly elusive secret cats for those truly dedicated collectors who want to go way beyond the basic catalog. The core gameplay loop here is beautifully simple, super actionable, and frankly, it's just really relaxing. First, you find a cat. They spawn in environments totally themed to their type. Think town squares, dark alleyways, manors, maybe down by the docks. Second, you just use a basic in-game interaction to pet it, and this is absolutely key. You can only pet each unique cat exactly once per character. Third, you collect your reward. This logs the cat into your overall court tally, and you even get a fun little flavor message from the cat itself. But the crucial point here is the nature of that reward. You get paid in bells. Bells are this totally parallel account-bound currency, and you earn them exclusively by petting new cats. Because they're bound to your account, they never even touch the game's broader gold economy, which means you absolutely cannot buy your way to victory by trading with other players. You gotta put in the legwork yourself. And to reward all that exploration, the payout of these bells actually scales based on the obscurity of the cat you manage to find. You get a standard 1 bell for a common cat, but if you manage to track down one of those 5 rare cats, bam, 3 bells. And if you uncover one of the 2 secret cats, that is a massive 10-bell payout. It really heavily incentivizes keeping your eyes peeled literally everywhere you travel. All right, part 3, spending your cat bells at the King's Court vendor. Let's look at the absolute best part for any collector, what you can actually buy with all those hard-earned bells. But wait, before you can spend a single bell, you need to hit this exact number, 10. You have to pet exactly 10 base cats just to prove your genuine engagement to the king. Below that threshold, King Whiskers is way more interested in spouting dramatic dialogue at you than conducting any kind of commerce. But once you cross that 10 cat mark, he respects you enough to finally open up his shop. And once you're in, the shop reveals some seriously amazing themed rewards. You've got decorations like the royal cat plushie or, get this, a fully sittable cat throne. There are fun cosmetics like the cat ears hat and whiskers crown, and take a look at the pricing here. The most expensive item is the cat whisperer deed at 20 bells. If you wanted to buy a full sweep of every single item in his inventory, including the follower skins we're going to talk about in just a second, it costs exactly 111 bells. The economy is paced perfectly. You can't just clear the entire shop on your first weekend playing. It's a genuine long-term goal. Now, let's talk about those follower skins I just mentioned.
Alongside all the decorations, buying the cat whistle from the shop for 10 bells gives you access to a follower that literally trails right behind you. Just using the whistle summons the base loyal cat totally for free. But you can spend even more bells in the shop to unlock these incredible cosmetic variants. We're talking a ghost cat for 10 bells, a fire cat for 15, or a void cat for 20. It's just a fantastic way to visually show off your collection progress while you're strolling through town.
Which brings us to part 4, becoming the Cat Whisperer, the ultimate prestige. Let's look at the endgame goals of this collection and what actually happens when you track down the entire canonical court.
So the really crucial detail here is how you get that prestigious Cat Whisperer title. It is not auto-granted just for finishing the list. Nope. You have to reach the 60 cat catalog, save up the currency, and then actively choose to drop 20 bells on the Cat Whisperer deed from the king. Then you double-click the deed in your backpack to consume it and officially claim the title. I absolutely love this detail, because walking around with the Cat Whisperer title signals to the entire server that you didn't just accidentally stumble into it. You put in the real time, and you explicitly chose to spend a huge chunk of your wealth on this brilliantly self-deprecating quest. But hey, even if you decide to hoard your 20 bells and not buy the title, just completing the catalog automatically hooks you up with highly exclusive follower skins that you literally cannot buy. Hitting the 60 base cats auto-unlocks the Golden Court cat skin, and if you go the absolute distance, all 60 base, the 5 rare, and the 2 secret cats, totaling 67, you auto-unlock the ultimate prestige flex, the first court cat skin.
Okay, part 5, the philosophy of play and anti-grind design. Zooming out from all the mechanics for a second, why does a system this silly matter so much to the overall design of the Immortal Realm?
Well, the game accommodates whatever energy you want to bring to it, really, by supporting 2 very distinct playstyles. The recommended casual approach means you don't even need to dedicate specific sessions to it. You just keep your eyes peeled while traveling normally over months of gameplay. The focused approach, on the other hand, takes about 15 to 25 hours of active hunting. Focused players can just type the bracket cat status command in-game to open up their court tally, see exactly what they're missing, and go hunt in specific zones. And both paths, completely valid, and they lead to the exact same rewards. Honestly, this whole system is just a masterclass in game design. The devs deliberately built this to counter that grim 100-hour grind failure mode we see in so many MMOs today. It's meant to be browsed, not worked. It matches a light mechanic with delightfully lighthearted flavor. But most importantly, it gives the server a highly meaningful, completely nonviolent prestige path. Your status as a cat whisperer doesn't come from massive combat risk. It comes from patient, peaceful exploration across the realm. It's literally the perfect palate cleanser from the game's heavy combat systems. So, the king is out there in the realm right now, rotating between cities, just waiting for you to join his royal court, which leaves you with a really fun choice for your next login. Will you use that cat status command and actively race to become the cat whisperer this weekend? Or are you going to take this scenic route and just let the king's subjects find you over the coming months? The choice is yours. Happy hunting.